There she is. Miss America. So, in case all you were wondering, yes,
I exist.
I do have a wife, and she is here helping me finally. 120 days later.
Allie come in with the important stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a rundown on the back, what I did. Let me move all this out of the way, which I should have done prior to starting the video. Okay, so if you remember, all of this was torn out. There was nothing here. I gotta fix this now. Oh my God.
Here we go.
Oh my God. I don't have hinges on any of this yet. Okay. Put that door in for me. Okay. So when we bought the boat, there's this whole side over here was tore out. And sorry about that. This whole side over here was tore out. Ta-da! And the whole back was torn out. There was no headliner over top of the bunk. There was no, I don't know, I'm going to call it the headboard. And then this over here was kind of all trashed. It was old. There was an old speaker cut in right there. That the speaker's gone. So what I did was, I don't know if you remember, I pointed out in the last video that right here and on the other side were propane lockers that you access from the deck. So what I did was, instead of just building a flat wall around the propane locker. What? Instead of building, she's breaking my train of thought because she's whispering to me about something. So the propane locker you access from the deck, and it comes down. It's like a fiberglass well that contains propane in case it leaks, and then it runs the propane out the side of the deck so it doesn't fill the boat if you get a leak in the bottle. So instead of just having the flat wall there and then having wasted space, I just extended this wall a little bit, which gives, these doors are cut, but there's little tabs holding them in. I don't have hinges on them yet. This is going to be a locker for storage, like underwear, socks, whatever. And then this side over here, there's only like a strip available, but also I needed to make this wall as removable in order to get to the arch bolts, the diesel fill line, and the vent tubes, which are back in there. Oh, also some wiring. So this solved many purposes. It gave extra storage, it solved the wall problem, and gave access. Now all I have to do is open the door, remove any clothing inside, and I can access everything that's up in there. And that is duplicated on the opposite side. Then I added, this used to have stripes, teak stripping of wood there. Similar to that one stripe right there, but there was like 10 on each side going boom, 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 boom. I took those off, and we added a bookshelf here. I calculate I can get 20 plus books on the top shelf. Then underneath, of course, we're going to have power. This is coming out, by the way. It's going to get replaced with a teak shelf support. But Maria's here sanding. She's sanding all the top. This right here was torn out, and this now becomes a hanging locker. Where'd she go? I told you, no cell phones while you're here working. Cell phones go in the car.
Sending pictures?
Hey, what's that shirt say? We'll work for booty. I know what I'm doing tonight. So anyways, This was torn out. It was just an open hole right here. I built this cabinet. There's no hinges on the door, so I can't really take it off. It becomes a hanging locker. I don't like my clothes. I don't like my shirts folded because then they're all wrinkled. I like some hanging. So that will be for hanging shirts. Then on this side, this was a hanging locker. But I stuck these shelves in, and now it's deep. It goes back in there 24 inches. So these are really big. This is going to be folded clothing storage. There's 3 shelves in there. And let's see. Oh, the other thing I forgot to show you. There's also going to be 2, I'm calling them nightstand drawers that will come out. So we got hanging locker, 2 storage lockers, 2 nightstand drawers, bookshelf, and then back in there there'll be electricity for like 120 power for alarm clock or whatever. There'll be cell phone chargers, a 12 volt plug-in for iPad reading, whatever. Then the back, what we did was I made the top paintable and the bottom is going to be varnished, stained and varnished. That is mahogany, and the strip separates the two. So now we have a mahogany headboard, mahogany footboard, teak sides. Also is the standard, the little thingy done in there. So Maria's here to sand. She's sanding all the, honestly don't know what you call these. This right here, cabin roof, cabin side. She's sanding that because in the galley, in the galley, the roof side, or the cabin side where the ports are, is going to get painted to match the Formica. Let me step out and come back in. Well, we're probably going to put corian down here. But this is going to get painted to match this and then trimmed with teak. And that's going to follow all the way through. All the cabin side, roof side here will all get painted the off-white. And that's going to brighten up this master cabin and make it feel more open. And then all trimmed in teak and or mahogany. Those are going to get painted white. That's going to get varnished and stained. This right here is going to get painted the off-white and trimmed with the teak. In the bathroom, the aft head, that is going to get painted the off-white, and so will all the walls. These are small rooms. We want to brighten them up a little bit and bring them. I like wood. We love wood. That's why we're going to make sure we trim with the wood. But I'm not going to paint this. To me, that would be a sin. But yeah, we want to open this up, brighten it up, freshen it up, bring it into the new millennium. This right here, this is my next project. All the settees are going back in. The water tanks are going to go back in this week coming. This is what I'm working on. That wall is going to get finished. It's going to get veneered with mahogany. And then, so the uppers, everything in here is going to stay as much wood as possible. But we like the nice softness of wood in the living quarters like this. To feel more homey with some nice soft light. But again, galley, aft head, and the master cabin will just be trimmed with the teak and the wood. Then I'm going to put a shelf in here for a microwave. So yeah, what Maria's been doing today, sanding all of that, because come starting tomorrow, Monday, she's going to come in for a couple hours each day. I'm working full-time on the boat, but Maria's working full-time for a job. So she's bringing in the money to actually work on this boat. So props to her for freeing me up to get our home ready. Let's see. So yeah, she's gonna come in starting tomorrow, and she's gonna start painting. A couple hours each day, and a week or so later, we're gonna start painting this. And then I'm gonna order hinges this week to put my doors on. And the accordion, that'll be a later date. What's that? Okay, I guess we're signing out. Everybody have a wonderful day. Shaka signing out.
Bye-bye.